Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Bracelet video. So today we are ranking all 11 Espadas. Yes, 11. We are including 3rd anniversary Aaroniero in this list because he is basically the same design scheme as all the other Espadas. And we are not including Loopy in this list because he didn't get an alternate rebirth version, right? That aside though, I do have to preface a few things. This is solely based off their design, not how good they are in the game. So I don't want to see anyone saying, what do you mean this character's high? He's trash. I don't care about that. I'm basing it off the design. And obviously, since it's based off the design, this video is hella subjective and I'm allowed to be. So if you have a different opinion, and I'm sure you will, let me know in the comments below what your top 10 or I guess 11 is in the comments below. And I'm eager to see where you place some of these characters, because unique wise they are all very unique, and just because someone's 11 doesn't mean their design is bad. I just think the other ones are better. So without the way, let's start the list. Coming at number 11 is Grimmjow. Now, Grimmjow, again, it's not really about their characters. I know he's one of the worst Can't Feel What characters anyway, but, I don't have him. And maybe that's what impacts how I feel about this character, because I haven't had enough time to look at this character and play with him, and maybe that's why I don't like him as much, right? His design is cool. I'm not going to lie. All of them are cool. I'm going to say that a lot, right? It's unique too. His hollow hole is in his belly, I believe. He just looks okay. He's based off a panther. He looked impressive when he first came out, but maybe because he's one of the older ones, I don't really find him interesting anymore. One of the main things about him, his most interesting feature, and the main reason why he's number 11, lads, I'm gonna be honest with you, is his bum. Right? I don't know who made this character, who designed this character in the artwork, but they did a bad job. With his arm. Where is it? It looks like it hurts when he sits down. That's literally the main reason why he's number 11. Bring back Grimmjow's ass. We're already one character in, and I'm talking about arse is great. Alright, moving on to number 10. Number 10, we have Yami. Now, Yami you might have placed higher. That's fair. He is actually a well-designed character. I do like the fact that, most of the designs, to be fair, resemble that aspect of death. But he, to be fair, is one of the most accurate ones. I mean, his whole design is based off of anger, right? And he definitely looks angry. He is the only Espada to get, the red color scheme. And it looks impressive, I'm not gonna lie. And he does look a lot like that character from DC. I have no idea what his name is, but I have a picture on screen. He literally looks angry. He looks like if you were in a chicken shop and he's eating his chicken and chips, you take one chip from him, he looks like he's about to explode. And what was that comparison? Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, I mean, design wise he does look cool. Again, I don't have him. I haven't had much time to play with him, and that's maybe why he is number 10. Coming in at number 9, who might surprise you. Normally, you might think I have females higher because I am a man of culture. I am going to place females higher. But this Nelio, main flaw, again, I don't know who designed these characters from Can't Feel Round 1. Grimmjow is missing an arse, and this Halibo has too many joints in her leg. I don't know who made this. It looks disgusting when you point out. It ruins the character for me when someone pointed out. Look at her leg. You can see it right there. Too many joints. It's like a finger. It looks like a spider leg. I'm sorry. The leg is also kind of beefy. It's like, yo, okay, I'm not a horse person, right? Maybe if she didn't have the horse counterpart, she would have been higher. It's like everything from the waist below is like, okay, chill, right? The horse as well is like, she looks like a man, right, with those horse legs, right? But it's just, again, the leg, who made that leg? Why is it like that? It creeped me out. But the top part, though, I do like her design. Obviously, she is a centaur. I mean, design-wise, she just looks kind of cool, right? Again, I'm maybe biased because she's a female too, but that leg just creeps me out, and that's why she is number 9. Number 8 is going to Aaroniero. Now, Aaroniero is literally the oldest Can't Feel World / alternate rebirth / awakened Hogaku form. He is the oldest one. He did come out on the 3rd anniversary, so he's almost been out for 2 years now. And maybe that's why he's a bit lower than he should be. It's like, you like one of the Attack on Titan opening, right? This is a weird comparison. Attack on Titan's first opening, it's a slapper. But because I've heard it for so many years, I don't like it as much as the other ones. So that's basically recency bias, I guess is the best way to describe it, right? He's the oldest one, so I don't think he looks as cool as he used to be, when he first came out. But nonetheless, his design is very, very cool. He has his Hogaku in the middle of his chest. It looks cool. Also, a bit of a weird pointer, he was the first character in the game, I believe, to actually have a hole in his chest and you could see it through it. Every character before him when they had a hole in their chest, it was just like a black hole. So also, tips for that. But all the other Espadas have that now because obviously Caleb upped their design when they made these characters, years later. But that aside, I mean, he does look cool, and that is why he's number 8. Number 7 is going to Tora. Now, Tora, I mean, he looks like a beast. I'm not gonna lie. He probably should be higher too. That's fair. I really like what they did with his extra arms. So obviously, Tora has 6 arms in the anime, 4 arms in his first design. But this one, instead of having him have extra arms and make him look a bit weird, they gave it like I don't know, because maybe it's the yellow and black. He reminds me of a hornet, right? Like a hornet from Mortal Kombat or something. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, like the yellow design I think looks really cool. I think he's the only Espada to have yellow. I think Halibel has yellow too, which is actually kind of funny, right? Because he hates Halibel. His right eye or left, I think it's his left eye. His left eye has like this weird stag beetle eye. It looks, I don't know what it is. It looks weird too. But that aside, the main aspects about him that I like is his eye. It looks weird, but it is a cool feature that they included into him. His whole black armor around him looks really cool, and the main thing I like about him is that he has, instead of having extra arms, he has these blades, flame blades that come out of nowhere. And also, I'm going to talk about the in-game character. When he does transform, when you use his second strong attack, they do get bigger. So I actually kind of like that. So his design, is constantly changing from, non-transformed to transformed. It is kind of cool. And that's very special. It is first person. He picks you up and stabs you, and you just see his eye. Again, I'm focused on his eye a lot. I don't know. His design is cool. I like it. And that's why he's number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have Zamari. Now, Zamari, I mean, he just looks cool. I'm not going to lie. I don't have him. I don't like his character. Besides, they made him trash too. He just looks, what's he doing? What is this design? Whoever made this went all out. He has his hollow hole in his heart area. He has all the eyes over him. It looks really disgusting. Now I know my name is based off of Aaroniero's character. I like Aaroniero, but Zamari is the character that creeps me out. He's got his finger. He's got us. Oh no. He's got his extra arms. Instead of Tora getting extra arms, Zamari got it. He's sitting on his flower. His legs look like they're broken. I don't know how he's sitting like that. And then also his lower part, because he is naked, obviously at the sentiment just a bit, so his schlong isn't hanging out. He has those, he's attached to the flower, and it just looks really, really weird. And that is why, realistically, he's this high, because he just looks weird, and it creeps me out. And I gotta give props to Caleb because artwork and character design is actually creeping me out. Coming in number 5, we have Aaroniero. Now Aaroniero, he has his tail is a dick. That's literally it. I don't know whoever made the design is genius. Oh my god. So obviously his whole thing is fornication, lust, whatever it's called. He really does look okay, Diablo, you're creepy. My guy's white like he just got sucked. And then his tail, obviously, is his hollow hole. We talked about it. His hollow hole, canon-wise, his hollow hole is in his glands, right? Like I said, his dick, right? So that means his tail is a dick. And that means it's also leaking a bit. And it's definitely pushing on the edges of R-rated. Luckily, Kayla did a good job at censoring it, hiding it a bit, and then he does stab himself, which literally means he's penetrating himself. His whole design is just, it literally suits the Aaroniero, and that's literally why he's number 5. I think it is cool. I think he is kind of unique compared to the other ones, and yeah, he looks creepy. He really does look like the character he's supposed to be, and I mean, they did a good job of it. That's all there is really to say. Coming in at number 4, we have Halibel. Halibel, I just think looks really cool. Originally, when I first saw her, because we first saw her through the anime trailer, or the new opening for opening 2. So when we first saw her, I thought she was really cool. I liked the grey hair they gave her, because originally her hair is obviously blonde. I thought that was a cool touch. And originally, I couldn't see the shark form. I didn't really see it from her first, when we first saw her without seeing the full arc. But after that, I can see her. She has the shark tail. She really does somewhat resemble a shark. Obviously, that's her whole thing. I think it's a unique design. Obviously, I am biased. There is, she does look mighty fine as well. That is why she's number 5. It's literally because, you know, Nelio would have also been high if she didn't have a lower half as a horse and she didn't have that extra joint. But Halle Bell, I mean, she just looks really, really cool. She looks badass as a female character too. And also her in-game design, you know, she has all the water effects. Her second strong attack is a shield and it has like the shark teeth around her. Every time she loses a hit from the shield, one shark tooth disappears. So I think she was actually well designed, and I really do like her design, and that is why she is number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have Stark. Now, Stark, honestly, probably should be higher, I'm gonna be honest. But, again, I'm biased, I'm allowed to be. I wouldn't be surprised if many people put Stark as number 1 on their list, because design-wise, he's really well designed. So, obviously, this guy has 2 pistols. Are they stuck to his hand? I don't know if they're stuck to him. I think they are, which is kind of cool. He also does have, like, the magazine behind him connecting to his hollow holes, which is also another really cool design choice. Also, notice how I said hollow holes, plural. He does have 2 holes on him. So he has one in his belly and he has one on his chest because obviously there's 2 souls in him, right? He has Lilinet and Stark, right? What I would have actually liked more about this character is if somehow, some way, we were able to hear Lilinet. Maybe just through shooting, maybe in the special, just some way we could have heard Lilinet, what I think would have been a lot better. But nonetheless, he is really, really cool. His boots is also guns. So this guy just has 4 guns. He's strapped up, honestly, he really is. And I also do like the massive like ponytail they gave him. It really does look cool. And last but not least, we have his eye patch, which is now like a flaming eye patch, and he does look really cool, right? Stark just looks like a beast, and in-game he is also a beast. Also, again, we did talk about Halle Bell's hair. I also do like the change of color they used for him. They made it like grayish, bluish. It really does look cool, and honestly, definitely one of the cooler Espadas from this collaboration. Coming in at number 2, which obviously means now you know who number 1 is, we have Barragan. Now, Barragan, he just looks really, really, really cool. Like, oh my god, this man is a king. And he's proven it here. He has a massive cloak behind him, which makes him look really, really big than he should be, because obviously he's made of bones. He also does have the hollow hole in his chest, which again is just floating there. Like literally, the bones aren't connected. This man's just floating there. It looks really, really cool. I really also do like the added effect with the gold on him. Like his right arm is gold, his left eye is also gold, and he does have like the mammoth. What do you call them? Like the horns, right? Like. It just looks cool. I saw a lot of people compare it to. He does look a lot like Kaido. Like when I saw him, I got like Kaido vibes. I think he just looks cool. Again, I also biased towards skeletons. I think skeletons in anime are really cool. That's why Brook is one of my favorite characters from One Piece, right? So I just think he looks really cool, and that is why he's number 2. Coming in at number 1, we have Aaroniero. To no one's surprise. Come on, did you really think I'd make a video like this and not have him at number 1? So why is he number 1, right? Or them? I'm gonna say technically it's 1 person. Technically it's 2. It's one, basically 1, right? So Aaroniero, by far, in my opinion, the best design out of all the Espadas, right? Because he just looks so different, so unique. And originally, he was already unique, right? He's a Gillian. He had like a test tube as a head and like 2 little floating heads inside. And I really like what they did with that. Instead of keeping the test tube kind of design, they attached the heads to the body. They kind of went like an opera form for these 2 heads, like one's happy, one's sad. I also do like the coat behind him. You know, in his original design, he has like the coat behind his test tube head. That's now attached to his body, and it just looks really, really cool. The color scheme, like the pinkish just oozing out of his like legs, his head area, his glutton area, like Zompuk, whatever you call it, his weapon, just looks really cool. And I also do like how they incorporate his resurrection design into his like tentacles around him. So obviously he walks with the tentacles, because if you can't see there, he does have hands for feet, which is a very odd choice of design, but I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? He jumps and you uses his legs / hands to grab you in, and I think he eats you from underneath. I don't even know, but I just think this is one of the cooler design characters in the game, and obviously I'm biased, I'm allowed to be. So that's basically the video. So there we go, we went over all 11 Espadas based on who I think looks the coolest or the best designs out of all of them. Obviously I am biased, I'm allowed to be. I've said that a lot now, but that's just how it is. So obviously if you have a different opinion to mine, let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you are new here, make sure you do subscribe, because we are uploading Bleach Braceros content daily. And also if you did like the video, make sure you smash that subscribe, share all that good stuff, and I'll see you lads in the next video. Peace.